Greetings and welcome back to Idle Factory Tycoon. Okay, so the first event factory, the food factory. What do I think? Well, I have some thoughts on this, but let's just take a look at it first. Alright, so how far did I get? I am down here at 24, and of course I can now open table number 25. I kind of delayed this so I could open it, you know? Alright, so opening up 25. Alright, and you'll notice that the little things there are shining. Currently, what I'm doing at the bottom here is, where is it? Way down here. Well, let's go through here now. We got milk, and these are the milk products, right? And then we got egg, and these are the egg products, right? Nothing really utterly complex. Pretty straightforward. Generally speaking, it either uses the primary element or one just before it. There's no like long chain that I've run into. You know, you got to use product A to make product B, and product B is needed for product C, but D needs product C, you know, that kind of thing. Usually it's the primary, like if you're looking at egg, perfect example. The macaroon and the pancakes just use eggs, so you don't need anything leading in. Waffle requires the pancakes, but it's only like a one thing there. And also the crepe requires one too. So when you upgrade from waffle to crepe, you can just upgrade that one, and whatever was feeding the waffles, in this case the pancakes, is also feeding the crepes. So it's not overly complex, so you don't have a lot of thinking involved. Which is good, because one thing about the thing, which was a little bit of a problem for me at times, is of course there is no guy here to set everything for you. So when I changed over to, like, you'll see these are all pasta, I had to do each one of them manually. You know, you got to figure that's the way it is. That's not a big problem. It's just a little bit irritating, but that's the reason that they're still sitting as pasta right now instead of being moved over to the next one, which is actually this one down here. All right, let's go back down here. All right, so we got egg, and then we have potato. Pretty much the same thing. You know, either use the potato, or in this case the wedges, and then the fries need the wedge. But then the baked potatoes just uses the potato again, and the potato chip just uses the baked potato. And then we go down to meat. You know, you got your hot dog, your steaks, your burger, your kebab. Pretty easy here. If you look at it, you know, the steaks use meat, as the hot dogs do, and the next two just use the steak, right? Nothing pulled in from somewhere else. All right, now this is the one just before here. We got bread, pizza, pasta, and lasagna, right? You notice they're still on pasta because I just haven't changed them, even though I could easily change them to sushi, which is actually really, really profitable, which is the reason you see it down there. But you see, I can actually make baked fish. Now, I'm wondering if baked fish is going to require sushi, which generally speaking doesn't make any sense. So I'm wondering if it's just going to be fish. Well, let's see here for a moment. All right, 288 AH. So if I do this, and it jumps a lot, and it just needs fish. Okay, so that means that I can make a lot more money if I do this. Yeah, that just jumped into orbit. And I don't need to make this one anymore either. So we'll just make that big fish. Yep. So what I could just do is go all the way up the line and just grab them. See, I got lasagna cooking there if I wanted it to, right? Now, of course, you know I'm down here, right? So, yeah, what do I need? Well, the reason I was doing the lasagna, as you can see, I need to make the lasagna, but I really wasn't making very much of it. The same thing with the hot dogs and the wedges here. What I was doing to get past these is, in a situation like this, now I'm down here on the end. All right, let me just see. Can I get this one up? Oh, no, what can I do? 8. 8's not very good, is it? But you know, I got no reason not to spend all my money right now. So we'll just do that. And it's producing 1 AI per second, per minute now. You know, that's actually pretty good. What I would generally do is try to level up the last 1 or 2. And like, look, if you look at, where is it? Hot dogs. We just saw a hot dog only requires one thing, right? So for the sake of money, for the sake of completion, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set that to hot dog. I'm not going to make a lot of money, but what that's going to do is it's very quickly going to crank out the hot dogs. Here, let's wait for them to bring the meat down. it's going to easily fill these guys out quickly. Now, if you think it's going to be a problem long term, you can always go down and update the recipe, which you can see I did for, I think it was, yeah, the sushi. I upgraded the sushi. The next one is 8 hours, so I wasn't going to do that one. That doesn't make any sense for a weekend thing, right? Okay, can we get some meat down here, guys? Okay, we're waiting. Just throw that meat in there. Okay, dudes, what's going on? What's going on? Come on, someone drop some meat off there. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so that's going to crank in some money. Oh, actually, I can crank that. I can level that up one, can I? Not that it's going to really help very much, right? Okay, so that's got a whole bunch of AG there. What do I need for the hot dogs anyway? Okay, where is it? Okay, 240 AH. Well, that's going to go up pretty quickly, I think. When they carry that up there, we're probably going to have a bunch of it up there now, right? Yeah, look, see, look, that's not going to take any time at all. See, that's the thing about it is I could even do if I really wanted it to complete quickly, right? Then I can also switch this one, and that alone is going to make me a lot of money too. I mean, that's 64 AH right there in 24. Just by itself, right there, 64 AH. But of course, a lot of that was left over from the other one, so we're not going to get that in terms of the other money. So, yeah, you do have to focus on getting rid of these barriers. And the barriers are pretty much the big deal, right? You need to start thinking in advance as soon as you get through here. As soon as you get through this barrier and you unlock it and you're in the next area, you need to look at the next barrier and figure out what you're going to do about that. Like I said, if you put them down here and you leave them on their own, they're going to fill in quickly. They're going to fill in really quickly. How's that doing again? Oh, we can start seeing the yellow line work its way over now, right? So what's going to be easy to finish? The wedges. The wedges are going to be very easy to finish. The hot dogs. The problem with the hot dogs is the hot dogs are themselves innately inexpensive. You know? So, I mean, if you wanted to go and turn them up a bit. Where are the hot dogs? Where are the hot... There, right there. I think I did turn them up once already. The next one would take 2 hours and 30 minutes. I don't know about that time, right? But I mean, if you know you're going to have a problem with that, that is something you can do. And you can see it's kind of fill up. So you come back like 5 minutes later, it'll probably be done. Right, so you can see it's going to be kind of challenging for me at this point to get down to 30. Because, you know, this barrier is going to take a while and everything like that. And I think that kind of leads to what I consider to be the big issue. Now, functionality, I don't really have a problem with this. The only thing I think one of the functionality that should be worked on is, yeah, these things shouldn't take 8 hours during an event. I mean, look at that last one down there. 3 days? Really? 3 days. I mean, look at that. 3 days. How do you do that? You know, I mean, I don't know. It's a 3-day event. Do I start it going the moment it's, you know, I think that these values need to be looked at in the context of an event, you know, because an event, if it's going to be going for a week, yeah, sure, okay, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that, you know, that's good. But I mean, the thing is, in the context of a 3-day, that's kind of kooky, you know, that's kind of kooky. That's just not going to work at all. And so I have no idea. I guess this would be the last barrier here because the other one would go all the way down there, but still, 3 days? That's a little crazy. All right, so it is one thing. It's a little bit annoying, like I mentioned, having to change all these. I would change these all over to the baked fish. I think it was baked fish, wasn't it? I would change them all to baked fish because at this point, this isn't really helping me. These guys have been running, but the pasta is just not filling up. I have to put the pasta at the bottom. All right, now let's talk about what I consider to be the issue with this. Right. Why am I doing this? Why am I going down now to level 30? Okay, well, let's look at the rewards. All right. Now, we saw me in the first video. If you were here for the previous video, you saw getting the first one. I got super cash. I got 5 super cash for grabbing all the managers. It was easy. You just, you know, buy them. They're really inexpensive. Right. Now, I also got a reward, 20 super cash, for unlocking workstation 15, which is fine. Okay, the next reward is the silver badge for unlocking workstation 30, which I would have to work really hard. I've been working on this, by the way. So I would have to work really hard to get down there. What do I get for that? I get 25 super cash and a wooden chest. Let me show you something. $20 super cash. Wooden chest. I get to do that every 4 hours, by the way, without watching videos or anything like that. That's not really a quality reward for a lot of work. So I think the first thing they need to do is to look at the rewards. And also, I think another thing, all right, you got the first one. First one was easy. Second one I don't have a problem with. I don't have a problem with going down to 30. There needs to be something else in there. There needs to be something else in there. I don't know if it's 25 or something like that. There needs to be something else in there. And then the reward needs to be buffed up. Getting all the way down to 30 is not something that's going to be easy in a 3-day period. So there needs to be something a little bit better than what is right there. Better than what you get free every 4 hours. So that's what I'm thinking in terms of that. I would like to see more stages. You know, the other game, of course, you got to make comparisons, right? And that is, of course, Idle Miner Tycoon. This is the company's other game. There's a lot of reward, a lot of stages in there. I would strongly suggest going and looking at that. You know what I would like to see? What I would like to see is a reward for getting rid of the barriers. In other words, you get a reward for opening up the first table, workstation, after going through a barrier. That's what I would like. Because the thing is, the barriers are the real challenge, right? You have to figure out how you're going to do them. You have to get the money. Those are the real challenge. I'd like to see a reward for getting through each barrier. Even if it's like a little nothing. At the moment, I have no motivation to get through the barrier that I'm working on right now. Because I'm not going to get all the way down to 30. It's just not going to happen. And if I do get down to 30, look what I get. Right? Now, you have this one too. Maxing out all levels. Really? You know how hard that would be? You know, I don't think I've ever maxed out a workstation. How much would... Okay. I don't think I would be able to max out... No, even with the amount of money I have right now, I could not max out the workstation number 1. I could not max that out. I don't have enough money yet to do that. And I'm going to max out the entire factory? For what? Okay, a silver chest and 25 super cash. Okay. That's not enough. Again with the 25 super cash. What's with the 25 super cash? We get 20 over there, we get the 5 over there. Really? I mean, that's a whole lot of work, especially in 3 days. And this one down here, don't even get me started on this one right here. You know, that one right there, 25 super cash again, and you've done all that maxing out in 24 hours. Okay, well, you can have a special reward for that, but, you know, we need more things to do. Like, again, like, what is my motivation for even bothering with any of this from here on? You can see this one is like 45% of the way done. There really isn't. If I go down there, if I bust a butt, go all the way down to 30, open it up, I get what I get every 4 hours. Yeah, so, I mean, the thing about it is, I don't have a problem with the functionality of the mine, except, of course, I think the blueprints. The blueprints, yeah, 3 days. I think for events, those blueprints have to be examined. Please look at those. You know, just please look at those. You might want to also consider giving us something else. I mean, I know that the boosts are something that's an income thing, but, you know, if there was a boost or something waiting at 30... I might really say, you know what, I really think I want to get that boost. I might want to get down there, you know? So, you know, that kind of thing. So, that's kind of what I'm thinking of. One, look at the rewards and also look at the stages, right? There's not really many things in there. You got 15 and you got 30. Those are 2 worlds of different stages. Getting to 15 isn't very hard. Getting to 30 really is. So, you know, I would think, you know, maybe getting past the barriers is a better one. Like this one right here. Maybe you get past the first barrier, you get a little reward at 6, right? That's the first barrier. Then you get a little reward for 11 because you've gotten past the barrier over there. You know, that kind of thing. So that way you have a reason to do that really tough thing. You know, if there was a good reward sitting on the other side of this barrier, well, maybe I would try to work on it and try to get through it, you know? But really, there isn't. There isn't any. So, I think generally for the first one, it's good. They got the technical functionality down, except of course for the blueprints. I'm just gonna say that continually because 3 days for maxing out a blueprint in an event one, you know, if it's a week event, yeah. If otherwise, no. The longest one should probably be a day. Other than that, no. I mean, that's just crazy. 3 days is just crazy. But anyway, it's kind of enjoyable. But like I said, I really don't have any reason to continue. I mean, I'm going to do a lot of work in the last, how many hours? 10, like 11 hours. 11 hours just to get what I would get logging in every 4 hours. Come on, guys. A little bit better on the rewards than that, you know? And, you know, look at me up there. I got 3,690 super cash just because of the stuff that I've been getting. And now you're going to give us 25 for the gold one? For maxing it all out. For maxing it all out. For maxing it all out in 24 hours, we get 25 super cash. Oh, come on. Really? Really? Anyway, I think that's going to be it for now. Anyway, I say it's a good start. It's a good start. I think there needs to be some things that are looked at. Some of the things that I pointed out, I think. But it's a good start, and I look forward to the next one. Anyway, thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games, because games are fun. See ya.